Howdy folks. So first new test car since March this year, since the MCO took effect, and I gotta say, I think I'm a little bit too used to my weevils, because this thing is very nice and very quiet and very smooth and very good NVH. And guess what? It's a diesel. Yeah, I'm driving the new CX-30 Mazda Skyactiv D diesel, and it's so quiet. The only giveaway is that it's got 270 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot. Now the thing is though, it doesn't come in like a Ranger Raptors kind of torque which just like flings you to the back of your seat. This is more smooth. There's more of a progression to it. Very nice torque, and you cannot hear the sound of the engine. You cannot feel. There's no giveaway for the fact that it's powered by a diesel engine, which is quite amazing. The ride is actually fantastic. That was actually the lane departure warning. I actually was swerving to avoid a pedestrian who almost met his maker, but thanks to my lightning quick reflexes, oh yeah, he survived. But because I went over the lines without indicating, it told me that I'd crossed the line. Literally crossed the line. Wow, Mazda CX-30 diesel. I just got this. It was just dropped off to my house, and this is my first impression. I have never driven this before. Now, let me tell you a story before I begin to tell you about this car. Okay, I'll try to make it short. I'll try to make it very quick. But knowing me, it's not going to be. Press one time, it blinks 3 times. Very good. And you see, so because I used my indicator, there was no sound telling me that I crossed the line. So anyway, the story goes, I'm at the MINE Mazda Proving Ground. I spelt it out because I'm still not sure whether it's the Mine Proving Ground or the Mine Proving Ground. MINE. I think it's Mine Proving Ground, where they test all the new Mazda vehicles. So anyway, I'm there and I'm out the back walking around because it's not my turn to drive yet, and I hear the distinct sound, exhaust note of a boxer engine, a flat 4 boxer engine, and I look over, and along comes this Alfa Romeo 145. Now the Alfa Romeo 145, as you know, is known as the bread van, yeah? And I'm thinking maybe it's being driven by... Woo! See, it actually pushed me back. I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, there's actually, it actually pushed me back. It's lane keep assist, okay? This thing also has radar cruise control, which is kind of cool. I'm coming up next to a CX-5 now, so I think he's looking at me in his mirror. What was I saying? Yes, the story. So I hear the sound of this flat 4 boxer engine with an aftermarket exhaust pipe, probably an Akrapovic or something like that, something that you can't pronounce. And there's a beautiful Alfa Romeo pulls into the parking lot of the Mine Proving Ground in Japan, yeah? And out walks this guy in white overalls with a hat, with a blue hat, and he actually works there. He is one of the test drivers, and he is driving in. He's arrived. His own personal car is an Alfa Romeo, and there's no wonder why they're calling the new Mazdas the yes girl. I know. I should turn this off. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn this off because yeah, I don't need it. Thank you. Okay, so he actually works there, and he's driving to work in an Alfa Romeo, and I did speak to him actually, and thankfully, because I don't speak much Japanese, okay, of any Japanese, but he spoke English, so I did speak to him a little bit, and apparently they are actually advised or encouraged to try different cars from different car makers to get a feel of what those cars are like and why those cars appeal to a certain scope of people. And he drives an Alfa Romeo. So yeah, he bought an Alfa Romeo, and he works there, and he's trying to make the cars as Alfa Romeo-ish as possible in terms of the driving feel and the passion involved when it comes to owning and operating and driving an Alfa Romeo for a Mazda. And that to me was the ace, was the highlight of that trip. Of course, the car that we were there to drive was also very good, but the highlight of that trip was actually talking to this guy and saying that yeah, he wants the cars that he works on to make him feel like how he feels when he drives his Alfa Romeo. So now back, isn't that a great story? I love that story. Even though it's my own story, I love that story. So back to the CX-30. Why are they calling this, and also the new Mazda 3, why are they calling this the Alfa Romeo of Japan, the Japanese Alfa Romeo? And I'll tell you exactly why. It feels great. It feels wonderful to drive this car with the G-Force vectoring control, the GVC. Oh my goodness. It's just an amazing car to drive. It just feels so good. It's got a host of active and safety systems. It's like 4 sensors in front, 6 sensors at the back. More airbags than you can throw, that you can shake a stick at. It's got lane keep assist. It's got radar cruise control. It's got 115 PS, which is not much, but it's also got 270 Newton meters of torques. Really good stuff. And then it's got its own version of the of this iDrive thing, which is really cool. I forget what Mazda calls it. Tell me in the comments, but they've got their own name for it, and you can just scroll through the information of the car. When you don't use it, there's actually a clock there, a digital analog clock. But okay, back to the driving feel of this car. This is the first time I'm getting into it, and it actually feels really good. I'll tell you straight off the bat though what I don't like, okay? Probably the only thing I don't like is the brakes. There's no brake feel at all. It's like you press it and it's like you're stepping on a plank. And it's also this is one of the quirky things that I'm not sure if I like it yet or I don't. Listen to this. It sounds, the indicator sounds like I'm actually, oh, I thought I turned you off. Sounds like I'm actually doing this, right? It's a new sound that they're using. So it's, sorry, just thought I'd, see, I don't think any other car tester has ever said that about this car yet. Going over the red strips. Oh man, yeah, it feels good. And you know what? It's an SUV, but it handles corners really, really well. And I'm talking to you now like, you know, just normally, like you're here next to me without having to shout. 10 years ago, if this in a diesel car, I probably have to be talking like this for you to hear what I'm saying over the diesel clatter. Now, I'm not sure if this is because the NVH in this car is spectacular, or it's because this diesel engine is just so damn quiet. It's quite freaky actually. Of course, it's got automatic lights and a head-up display. Tells me I'm doing 86 now while I'm heading towards a toll gate. Man. But you know what? It's only a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel, so the punch of a diesel engine is not really there. So what I think they've done is they've made it a lot more compliant and very much the kind of diesel that you would, the kind of response that you would expect from a petrol engine. But let's try it from a standing start, or rather a toll gate. It's a bit of lag, but then it just picks up and goes. You don't really hear it until you floor it. But I'm already up to 110. Just like that. I couldn't even tell that I'm up to 110. Holy cow. Oh man, this is nice. Oh wow, this is very, very nice. It just holds the road like nothing you would expect. Yikes. And all the while it's just so quiet. Yeah, see? That's the lane keep assist. Whew. Okay, so Japanese Alfa Romeo, huh? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna pause here a little while because there's a cop behind me. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna show you the outside. You gotta see this car. It's pretty amazing. Hey folks, I'm back again. Okay, so I've stopped at my second most favorite spot to actually shoot something. Just thought I'd give you another very quick look at the interior of the CX-30 Mazda before I go outside. And as usual, I'm gonna try and do this in one take, so do forgive the odd gaffe if I make any mistake talking about this car. I was almost gonna say Ford, but this is something very interesting. Look, you can't open this even if you pull the tab, right? You can't open it. What you need to do is you actually have to slide it back first till it clicks, and then there's an opening here for you to just throw things inside, and that's the only time you can actually open this. It's very, very interesting, very, very cool. And it's a big cubby hole. Like I said, it's got its own partition here to actually create your own space. Very nice. So once you close it, you can actually push it forward, but you need to pull this to push it forward. Then it becomes your armrest. Then pull this back to throw things inside, and then close it again. So this cubby hole you don't need to open it. You don't need to open it all the time to put things inside. You can just chuck it here and then close it again. Again, this finish here is getting a little bit tarnished. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this scratch out, and I didn't do it. So yeah, I hope it can be polished out because it's really quite glaring. And again, with these shiny finishes, very easy to leave fingerprints. So yeah, if you watch CSI, you'll know that's enough to incriminate me already. So right there, very nice. So okay, shall we take a look outside at this very, very nice Mazda CX-30? Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at that. Amazing. The stitching is actually matching. Of course, they didn't put it here, but then it follows here as well. The stitching goes all the way, follows there, and into that very nice area, which looks so sleek actually. I'm sorry, but it looks kind of Bentley, don't you think? Okay. Now can you hear it? Now you can hear it. Now you can hear the characteristic diesel clatter, but if I close the door, Yile, Pochi, Tara, no way, nothing. I'm gonna pop the bonnet. No. I should show you how the car looks with the bonnet unpopped. I shall come back and do that. You see the things I do for you guys and gals? So there she is, the Mazda CX-30. I don't know why it was beeping, but because I've got the key. So, because the engine's still running. Okay. Have a look at that. So pretty. Look at that characteristic chrome line that goes all the way through. You'll find that on most new latter-day Mazdas. Now it's the only time you can hear the clatter. Toyo tires on 18-inch wheels. Very nice. Toyo Proxes actually. Very, very nice. Two-tone, because it is an SUV crossover thingy. I don't know if this is Nardo Grey, but for me, my favorite Mazda color is that Soul Red. It's absolutely gorgeous, but this color isn't too bad either. If the Soul Red is a little bit too flashy for you, this is a very nice color. It's almost like Nardo Grey. But there you go, CX-30. Twin tailpipes. And from the back here, you can't even tell it's a diesel. You know what? Not at all. It's hardly anything coming out. No smell. Sky Active technology. And here we go, Sky Active D. It's a one-touch boot release. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. I just found it just now. There we go. Electronic. And this is what I mean about my other video where they actually put the button to lower the hatch. They put it on top, whereas the one in the Maserati Levante was here, which I think, you know what, more car manufacturers maybe should start doing that. I don't know. It's just weird, because for me, it's, let's say if I'm short, I would not be able to reach that, so putting it there would be better. But you know what? Never mind. It's okay. It's electronic. All is forgiven. So this is the top of the line, believe it or not. The diesel is the top of the line. It's about 173,000 ringgit or something like that. Whereas the normal CX, there's 3 variants, 2 petrol variants and 1 diesel variant. This is the top of the line diesel variant. You want to know what the other variants are? I can tell you in the comment, in the description. Comes with a sunroof. It's a very, very pretty car. Have you seen the new Mazda 3? That is more the Japanese Alfa Romeo than this, I think. It just, from the back, it's just a brilliant looking thing. And while the front is very characteristic Mazda, the logo is actually the radar for the radar active cruise control. You can see the head-up display thing there. Very nice car to drive. Very, very nice. But at 173,000, is it? Wait, let me just check that. You have a look at the you have a look at the car for a little while. Give me a sec. Yes, it was. Okay, so the 2.0G petrol retails at 143,000. Okay, the 2.0G high spec petrol 164. This one, the Sky Active D, 172,900 ringgits. Of course, that might have gone down now because we've just recently had a discount in the sales tax, so you might want to check. But at launch, that was the price, or rather those were the prices of the 2 petrol variants and the 1 diesel variant, which is this one, of the new Mazda CX-30. Very, very cool indeed. Right. You know what? It's one of those cars that you actually look forward to driving. It doesn't look very big on the outside, but actually the space inside is pretty damn good. So that's my driving position. And okay, it's a little bit tight. Okay, I'll be honest with you, for a 6-footer plus, it's a little bit tight back here, and the back seat is quite upright. But it's comfortable. It's nice. This car's been through the ringer. Somebody's messed it up quite badly. But yeah, those very nice door handles are at the back as well. Unfortunately, the stitching stops there, and then it oh, hello. No, it continues. So you see the stitching from up there. If you trace the line, it continues here. Nice. I gotta look it up, but I think maybe the interior designer of Mazda might have come over from Bentley, because really, honestly, I mean, look at that, that the way it swoops and curves in, tapers off. I mean, look at that. That's like Bentley. Come on, seriously. Rear air vents as well for the rear passenger. Now I shall show you the diesel engine, and something tells me when I pop the bonnet, it's going to be a lot louder. Let's see. Okay, I'll give it a rest. I shall turn it off. Please let there be bonnet struts. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh. Oh, no bonnet struts. Okay. But here we go. There she is. The Sky Active D engine. So this is the active cruise control, the Mazda radar active cruise control. Watch what happens if I let the steering wheel go. Yeah, it actually pulls you back in line. This is not an excuse to leave your hands off the steering wheel, yeah? But just in case you do, it will actually push you back. It's very cool, and it's actually going to slow down in a little while to maintain a safe distance between you and the car in front. Although if you want to actually speed up, and you can just put your foot down and signal, and then get to where you're going, and then let the cruise control take over again, I can actually feel it braking. So if I let the steering wheel go and it starts to drift, see, it pushed me back. Now will it come to a complete stop? Yeah, it's already slowing down. I'm not touching the brakes or anything, it's actually slowing down quite a lot. I haven't touched the brakes because if I touch the brakes, it's gonna cancel it. It's gonna cancel the cruise control. I've got it set at 85. I don't know if you can see the head-up display or not, but there it is. Using the signal cancels out the active lane keep assist, and then foot off the accelerator, it'll just start to accelerate and keep up with traffic. Yeah, that's just telling me, watch this. See, it actually pulled me back in line. Very nice. So yeah, my foot is completely off the gas, as you can see. And I'm coming up to a truck and it's already slowing me down without me having to do anything, just keeping the car in front. Now I can actually change the distance using this, and the moment I touch the brakes, like now, it cancels, and then you can resume by pressing this here, RES. Nice, very nice. So okay, my wrap up of the Mazda CX-30 diesel. Are you ready for a diesel in your life? I think yes, I think you are, because this is quite a spectacular diesel vehicle, if I should say so myself. Price out of the picture. Yes, it is, you know, pretty expensive, but I've always said you get what you pay for, and this is a very, very nicely sorted car. And there's a reason why now there's another Mazda passing me as we go as I go by. Possibly one of the more impressive car makers of late in recent memory is Mazda. Now, Jimba Itai is something that they've been propagating for quite some time, and it's not just a saying, you know, it's something they really believe in. This Jimba Itai thing, where you are one with your machine, where, you know, the horse and rider become one, you know, a single moving entity, a single living being. This is what they're trying to do with you and your vehicle with this G-Force GVC, yeah, G-Force Vectoring Control. I'm always getting G-Con and GVC mixed up. I'm so sorry about that. Too many acronyms. But yeah, I think one of the things that they have really done, and it's not just a saying anymore, is that they have actually managed to create a vehicle where you become one with it. You know, a seamless integration of man and machine. That's probably the nicest way I can put it. A seamless integration of man and machine, where you are actually... I thought I turned you off! Anyway, I'm sorry about that. What was I saying? Yes, being one with the vehicle that you're driving, and I think they've actually done it, because I've been chucking this thing around quite flagrantly, and it's not put up any fuss, it's not put up any protest. It's just a really, really nice SUV to drive. I forgot to mention there's paddle shifts as well, like this and like this. If you want to play around with the gears, it will tell you that you are straying, and that's good. Yeah, I'll do it again. See, it pushed the steering wheel back. Not bad, not bad. Do it again. Do it again. Yep. Don't do this. Welcome to the second dumbest automotive channel on YouTube. Take care, y'all. Bye bye.